guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media, and tonight's video I want to go over my top 10 4K Blu-rays of 2019 so far. So we've had a pretty awesome year for 4K Blu-rays, and I wanted to go over my top 10 so far for the year to do a bit of a recap. So let's get straight into it. Now this is not going to be in any ranking order or anything like that, but it's just going to be my favorite 10 titles so far this year. So let's start off with the first one, and that's going to be a recent release, Batman Returns. Now this one looked absolutely fantastic with the new 4K rescan, and really looks like a brand new movie. You cannot tell at all that this movie is from 1990, and this just looks great and is one of the best 4K transfers I've seen when it comes to old restorations. Next up on the list is going to be another classic, and that is Alien. The 4K rescan of Alien really brought great new detail to the image, and the HDR and Dolby Vision really just brought it to the next level. This is a disc that everybody should own. It was very fairly priced when it came out. One of my favorite horror movies of all time, and a definite pickup for anybody in 2019. Next up we have Aquaman. Now this was a home run when it comes to video and audio. The video here was vibrant and very luscious, and the colors really just boosted off your screen. They didn't hold back at all, and same with the audio. Great use of Atmos, and definitely a disc to own. Now the movie itself, I had fun with it once I took the seriousness away, but I thought it could have been a bit better. But now, upon rewatching it, I actually like it a bit more, and I found myself rewatching it in my 4K collection. Next up we have Black Hawk Down. Now this is a war epic, and I thought this was a great 4K restoration with an awesome Atmos soundtrack. The Atmos soundtrack is definitely where this one stands out, and definitely why this is a must-own, but the visuals itself is not far behind, with a great 4K transfer, a very filmic transfer, and just very good increase in detail. And again, that HDR really added some great shadow detail in those nighttime scenes, and a lot of nuances and pop in those explosions. Staying in the same category, we have the recent release of 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Now this one I thought was also a home run when it comes to video and audio. Michael Bay directed this one, so we have a very vibrant colored movie with those pushed oranges and teals, and it looks great. Tons of details in this movie, very textural transfer, and the audio is off the charts. Great Atmos soundtrack and fantastic movie. Definite movie to own, especially at the price point. Next we have Toy Story. Now this is a classic from my childhood, and I'm sure it's a classic from all of yours, and it looks better than it ever has on 4K. Now I wasn't sure how much better it would honestly look from the 1080p, but this brings a lot more detail with the textures, with the lining on the toys themselves, stuff like that. But really the HDR shines on this disc. It really makes the colors pop. A lot of nuances, bold and vibrant colors, big difference from the regular Blu-ray. Staying with that same category, we have Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. Now this was one of my favorite movies so far this year. I really love what they did with Spider-Man and how many different roles he had in this one, and I just love the way the animation was done. Super colorful, bold, and vibrant movie, and definitely one that shows off the HDR and Dolby Vision very well if you want to flex your screen for sure. The Atmos soundtrack wasn't far behind and was also very good, and I had a great time with this one and found myself rewatching it a ton. Next up we have Bumblebee. Now this I actually had a really good time with. I went into it not expecting much because the Transformers series really fell off, but this was a nice throwback that I thought had some really good comedic elements, and more importantly was a great 4K transfer. Nice digital image, really clear, with a great Atmos soundtrack as well. Very good detail on this one, great resolution, and good HDR and Dolby Vision to match. Next we have The House with the Clock in Its Walls. Now this one is a great use of Atmos alone. I think the movie was a decent watch, not my favorite, but a good movie all around, and the visuals were very crisp and very detailed. Now this is a digitally shot movie for all you grain haters. Definitely check this one out, and just between the use of Atmos and how sharp this image was, I thought it definitely had to make the list. Now last but not least, we have Mortal Engines. Now the movie itself I did not like at all on this one, but I had to put this on the list because the video is off the charts. The 4K presentation on this was phenomenal, and the sound was really good as well, but the visuals is really where this one shines. So if you're looking for a disc to just show off your TV, Mortal Engines will be that disc, although you may not finish the movie. Anyway, you guys, I hope you liked this list of my favorite or top 10 4K so far in 2019. Please leave a comment down below if there's any I missed, if there's any that made your list that didn't make my list. I'm going to leave a link in the description for all these movies. Using that link gives me a small kickback to review more 4Ks for you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one.